By then ojina wanim complete obi. Ojina prophet anim, ojina apostle anim, ojina na juma mpanyin anim, ojina ni banim, ni yire anim ni kuna anim. No ditro pasa. So the foundation is weakening.
Yeah.
And which is a Biblia that you kwanya say first 15 minutes in me person any party as say apart from say the edikan oti as say it is not by your own strength, it is by God's grace and mercy that has brought you this far. Because I don't know the number of times you visit the mortuary and the hospital and pass through the accident wards. I know my this year on go accident ward at this year nyanko out to say you at this year amugu accident was yama ya twa mu ho ahia ya guso so mo ho no ma nothing can be done. We are this you, unya this you. That is the situation you find yourself in. It's a need papa no anyone.
Yeah. And mostly no who san you way and sometimes no if you are not careful you blame the ordinary Ghanaian for not being patriotic. But say uye on my back na say who so mine na wo no nothing seems to be working. It becomes difficult for you to be patriotic or for you to have that emotional attachment to that nation. So Rwanda, the probability say the ordinary Rwandan ebeye very patriotic and they say oh who says something is happening in the country BBC oh who change evident say BBC well who say Rwanda Kigali after the genocide not the Kigali tini 20 years down the line, huge improvement. In that person would be obeying that emotional. In the end of Singapore, for Singaporeans, our watcha crano, our who say changes about over the years. Clear, baby, Singapore, if you baby, baby, do when you ask them how they feel about the account, baby, no one to they will not come to the West. Because in this country, you know, accommodation, sorted. But unim say. The last census, 20% of Ghanaians, 20% of Ghanaians, and any baby there, one more that storm.
20.
Check the numbers in the census. Check the numbers in the census date. 20%, 20%.
Even with the 18, you can't be on done. Even with the 18.
Yes, 20% that kiosk money your friend is saying some of these very dilapidated areas. How would you engender some patriotism in your people? It's
they be yes example we call American Ghana program they be some catch you yes here to Ghana national anthem Ghana 4 program Ghana 4 in America everybody know as a poem no more reciting
because okay Lee Kuan Yew book our story about how we develop in Singapore or take it over the first idea no person to go into low cost housing because then the idea they say nipa bia wo man mu for the person to have something to lose and was say or who say or will stake in the country so what dying or man bia mu you will be careful person BBC woman may say because a die a very good property into or go into housing first to make sure say every ordinary person in Singapore will dying you will protect your country you make but imagine say nipa 20% that kiosk nothing to lose
absolutely nothing to lose
only anything
so
to
those
lose.
are the worries
in over 20% of your population only anything to lose you have a problem.
That's why I make case
you have a problem
one way or the other about copium this current administration, especially this current administration. Fantastic initiative, but they have jammed all initiative. So within the next 4 years, you know, and 8 years, they want to achieve. That's impossible. It will be so. And our own year, and our own try cry because the other started. There will be challenges with it. And he said, "Okay, housing major number one priority. I'm making sure I achieve this. Obi, from all our manifestations. You have 4 years, no, and your man could them as a brother. You have 4 years. I turn it around. You have a man abroad company be in Yumawa. You in the Pakre, setting up the whole area. No, Numa. You have education seminar. Yes, such a young casa, your house is 7 years. Young casa, your class, young casa, power 7. Young need plan be a year, political proposals and political solutions. It's a baby, you know. Near the Ansaki Kanoma Bebre, none in Akika quantifisa, it means all problem being. So, Mestre, probably this is another time. There should be another time we should have this proper conversation. Abenbiano say, oh, Bakra Sebi, Abros are three, and it's right there who me. A year a mudaho year of my morning in Abiyan for swan. You be 4 years or 8 old Macase. Mema pencil dear. This is what I did. Apomudin and a quine and BC Meniso. May yensu ye. Over 4 years of administration. You can't pomudin sema, be able to jam. You can't acquire one sema, be able to jam. But you jam it.
The challenge with that also would be, sir, because we are a developing country. Government resource basket, no, and will say to me, everybody in the country, everywhere, irrespective of sector, I will say, effect nekakra. And if you decide to focus on, say, road, any health, what then happens to your education? What happens to housing? What happens to?
Because a balancing act, but there should be topmost
focus. Okay.
They said the MPP for year of roads.
Yeah.
We are going to
it doesn't mean so share other sectors.
We are going to subject them to almost 2 terms year of roads.
Sure.
Ampa baby on far roads in percentage on baby on if there is a significant or quantum leap, we need to give them a plus.
Yeah.
With what we are seeing, we cannot run away from the fact that even in the midst of Sikasem and Wakwachi, the road sector is seeing reasonable improvement. Because year of roads, looking at our resources and our economy and where we really get our money from. Yes, Timmy Kokasa Chinchia, Obia Krum Kwai in this country, at a go 4 years or 8 years, it should be cleared off. It's not possible. But if you look at the percentage of roads that are mighty, you have to say, oh, year of roads, why not? Fantastic. My idea.
And I think, sir, and when so a BBI roads ministry, they would have to watch. I mean, if we are not careful, because of our buying decision on external debts, say on person more restructure external debts, with external debts, it be where commercial loans. Would be some of these major road projects. In the one as we speak, your favorite choir, they be a Kahwasemi, Takra, the PTC interchange, What did you see?
What happened?
So on my whole project into workers never only in Abibrina. Who say the challenge is say when government announced say opposite restructure the external debt say enfan say project B to say Takra they say under Sino Hydro. Sino Hydro say a commercial butter arrangement good. And it's a wunya announce say restructure external debt. Now, what it then means is say, o commitment. I was say we mami obejis can free me every month. Ebi I won't intimate ma. Means to me release it because as cano and yes car mo tamma wo boom say jigu ho no. Ye contract and ye adwuma wi a. Now or the we raise certificate the finance minister that finance minister assign so muntua near the court say bank ne wa China na wo Cote d'Ivoire na say we here no more releases canaba. In once you announce how person will structure external debts now almost hold on kakra. It is our contractors in Bebrina will get out from side near. It's something the roads ministry and the finance ministry should sit and say, wait a minute, this project baby are eduno. Because PTC baby eduno man, they do the name too much. They do the name too much. Everything government can do to make sure they complete our roads. If it means we would isolate some of these commercial agreements and make sure they are buying the piece can be a tria now or my because it cannot be stopped.
Okay, just before I entered, meaning say about 85 MPs of the NDCM, so Modio Abesha Kratasi. 85. I'm sure soon. It will get
statement, Beba.
Yes.
85 MPs. Yeah. Omoya 137.
I'm sure soon it will get to your table. And
reason here then.
The processes are already changing a year. Anyway, it will, I just want it to happen so that I don't say it's really all like that.
85.
Yeah, that's
and omo statement because omo for decision so. Omo leadership no.
It's an interesting chiremu from the
chairman of the party.
And I'm going to do for man president because I don't know economics. I'm flag bearer. I'll come to that topic when you want to make for now. Yeah, because we said, the entire debate the inya kwenya need me chire ya adwene wo sa no maybe won say.
Yes.
Onyame yo madoma. Omo no betima omo bedi Ghana so. Onyame MPP adoma. Omo no to amamu so. You cannot sit and then say media and family home ebegua engu. No, you that attitude of ebegu engu no there. I think we should leave it behind. I said Tremble 40, 50 years back. So if they have the courage, no more to me trot the monster shall say no more the bar. They are 85. Yeah, 85. Almost to me the bar there, and then I get the come, but that's what I have picked.
So 85 MPs on the minority side.
Yes, the back.
Yeah, we'll come there. We'll come there.
Now, I mean, Shasia on this note. I know for sure that the chief of staff, Auntie Frima,
Opare,
in principle, I know say or support to early Congress. I know
early Congress for the NPP.
For the NPP, I know. But when you know, and say, you know, and the Biana, I call under my president, you know. The authority. Now, for some members of parliament, you know, almost so much as I can say, the same crime, you know, they continue. It's almost manage. But let me just suggest this to the chief of staff. Baby, I do as Ghana for, not as party for. Mestre, the party, the say early conference, on Ghana. On Ghana. Because whether fortunately or unfortunately for some of us, until the 4th year, I remember 8 years, you can't do foco to the president and not the Danko Akufo-Addo and the team. But it doesn't also mean that if you make a save situation in Kakransoa, it can be possible. It can be possible. And again, I suggest to chairman in team any omo aspire to lead the party and say they should push the because there's a certain level of inconsistency of president when we say president I mean anta when we say president secretary Charles Edubo and position dama I mean anta and this sticker could trade as deputy
or the sticker could trade as deputy that's a trade or more trade deputies
by we back with most of our you know me see president any attempt be about alternate that information will get to me into a pound it will get to me into a power on release.
In the other sticker trade as deputy.
Anyway, sticker arrangement. You see, that's why I keep saying that there's too much inconsistency in the administration of the NPP.
94.7.
Too much inconsistency. No highway. I did check on highway. I would not highway. We're not a far way. No, I could see.
But say racial for the beba.
No, racial for the. No, so sometimes, I don't know. Me know.
No, racial for the beba. And now better way.
Racial for how many years? I know better way. Obey way. What do you say? What's stampede progress and development? Oh, various ministries and ministers afa. Because me was me take care of me come me ma. I say yes. What? Why? Onya. Yeah, me say every change is a be effect to the sleep no should be me about
FM 94.
I don't even check I'm used to. Every change. So or the many one before say man madia and e be ka because omupa and now come ko nyina e be ba
because Sisiana manya info say sticker to trade na 3 deputies trade no Herbert Crapper ebe frim aba your friend is saying energy ministry aba be deputy and energy ministry na papa former Tamale MC credit say Amin Anta neighbor finance
Anta
come and replace Charles Dubois in the Herbert will come to energy na steka kwa ko shetu
na me kran be say me catch KT am kwa me aka menji
na say wagye atoma wi
na me say me kran ka me
and the apa ho because you see our president the word wagye atom and also count na any delay and you know unim said the man delay and so e KT so here na just say
president only in time because the obey bia na beba.
At the time he wanted to release, na KT nyintum, he couldn't have released without KT agreeing. After na KT agreed,
because even with agreeing, na Brian Econo, let me catch it. Obi, yes, be a veteran, ye kaka sa. It be me suggested the chief of staff.
94.7.
1 year and what? Na flag bearer as far as this one you na Justin Kodia, any Nana B, any Chairman Stephen in team and former 9 year former. Now, at this point in time, no, an individual interest is going to supersede the bigger interest of the country, Ghana. We don't go sit down. Ghana people make you no sit down again. We no go sit down, make them do us every day.
Asempa FM 94.
So what I say, we no go sit down.
Yeah.
Positively, we no go. Some of the instruments you need here.
Sure.
We will continuously push till we get what is good for Ghana, not the party MPP. If the party MPP believes in what is happening, that is the right thing for them to go ahead. They should go ahead. Our interest is that the figurehead is a national asset. It's not only a party asset.
Sure.
Our input here is because Mona Yamu party. Said obey yourself because you said, two relevant ministries. And now every pem sabrewe. Yentimi ma ministers no omakoma to sa mo muntimi take decisions and make any move bia.
Is the minister be as right?
Yes, obi a ofro bia tomra no makasa ko obi ampeso bekasa. Unfortunately say dey kokka kase tie dey say kokka ken. It is your own trade say see no deputy. Your energy say on deputy no. Na juni man say kissing.
But that's the truth. Na say ye nima nka yenka.
But that's what I'm saying. So, Mr. President, it has moved beyond your interest. Now it is in the interest of Ghana to release and speak to the matters. And Chief of Staff, just take off that fear. Take it off. Allow space for the early conference. Allow. Uye dieng. President Biya Oko second term. Uye dieng. Yenye yidye. Uniwa original partner names on going from for all effort.
Attention in
let me give an example.
Yeah.
Fine gentleman Ibrahim Mahama. Time and not Omar Bain was
yeah.
Just go and look at the number of Ghanaians, not even NDC. The number of Ghanaians is a troop call. That's how dangerous we are as a people. And then Abaya Sisa Eko a Gabia Saroche Dako. Ah, correct.
Nkofo ekọ no so
bibia sa teni be biema na asa ba. If you look at how we are playing ourselves as a country.
94.7.
So that is how we are living this country. This is the only country where we are breaking easily, but yentimi nyomo foko omo shemra no omo breaking run easily, but nothing is done.
Obi yentimi nyomo
on my way nko ana omo shemra no omo abu mra no so, but who cares? It must say the level at which tempests are rising, the levels at which are levels of impunity shoot up your graph, no? If we don't start arresting all these negative shubano CCR, ebe wechi na akofa a lot of problems at their brain than what we're thinking of.
Sure.
Obi.
Sure.
And we have been compromised as a country in every facet. As a country, we have been so compromised. They say a large hope aka. The BNI and NIB no under the military. As a country, we have been dangerously compromised. Meaning, baby, central form, a form, politicians, a policy form, a nurse form, a doctor form. Then I don't know how we have all been swept over by this. A very bad spirit and character.
Yeah.
We have been seriously compromised as a country. And no money so Omaya Bibiano. Oh, man,
they are
some I know. Sir.
Oh God. They are no way.
As we speak, one major problem Obiako from time immemorial. Langardism. And let me share in Kratemu pa fete gomwa no.
Gomwa fete.
Yeah. Hey. E bagana so ensem wa ha o. Ensem wa Ghana o. Na nipa e twajo. Enipa e di yaw. Enipa on the omore ashe state institutions na mandated to do that no. I almost said disappoint you.
Yeah, but the state institutions are disabled.
Yes.
I mean, some of these land guards are, and I'm quite old because they are not land guards. Or militia. They are a militia because the arms are a crowd. How your police new could do
I'm beginning to ask what is happening in this country.
It's terrible.
It is a local boss as it was some dia.
A man for better experience from no
and we are in this country.
94.7.
That's why a typical one was what I was talking about 2 days back. That the Supreme Court of the land, M'Ahiasem, for Nungwa's 2 lands and King's Cottage over 23 years. 2 years in a finito ABC. An individual,
but still, you intimate resolve
by name Trasako.
Even when the Supreme Court has ruled, I mean, it's
oh no, until said Dogobino Abe. And all the needed agencies we're all looking on. So when you're in crisis, who do you look up to in this country again? When you're in crisis, when you are in crisis, who do you look up to in this country again? And Nungwa's 2 lands, national. I think they should bring a release. Because hobby, Sahanyoma Wayne ACC in Danfa. Oh, one Obia Pioso a Langard.
Oh, Danfa.
No, I bet Bua assassination no fat no cock. Any attempt near shoe and so.
The Buddha was
go more fete Buddha, no amount for CC amount for Geomon Sassy. And some nananum. You know, I ain't crash in crown. A beer is so cheap and mean. You will even compromise, Bao. Amen. Abakos me da okra ma hinye ho asem kwa. And also a problem in this country. What?
But
Ghana, our motherland.
How we've not been able to fix the land tenure system as a country, you know?
Ghana, our motherland. It's Obi.
It's really sad.
Mesre Pao. Mesre Pa Obi. We really have to start a crusade to bring the Ghanaian back to where he's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Because we are ministries now. Some of these are public workers, no? I just say cha. The own work kilo to no. No we jahonum school. No kujum. No we jabe 4 days on my without any report. Or juma 12. No upon 233. Ne ye kasa ho training ayinye aba system ma ono kwa loudest so kasa but your usuban no ne ye bia no edi dance say obesa o man konechi.
But it's also because people get away with wrong so easily in this country. And the examples the political elite is set. Well, the point is when it matters most, the political elite say it was someone make a choice between more personal interest and the interest of the country. Where would they go? It is the same signal and send it to the rest of the population. Patriotism is dead because people don't see any change around them. People don't see anything happening around them. And over 2 years, over back, the same problem. They say, and it becomes frustrating sometimes. Obi also in your position because baby, obi change kakra aba. No so to na dream, Charlie. And that's usual refrain. And you wanna obey Ghana ye.
Those are cheap and weak minds. You know, that's why remember private business the frustration they go on. He setting up the company. What he has gone through, already 2 days. And it you're setting up company in the AFP. So I'm most of my setting up companies, no. Who say except for say nipa want engage your service, no. What do you need DNA except for 1,000 every more.
Sure.
But they are no and then now beg and they will be it's not a talk that we have to entertain. They will continue to say that because NCC in Ankasa or struggle crowd to go for education. NCC in Ankasa, Information Service Department in Ankasa, they are struggling to go out to educate. Yes, they want to because that's usually 1861 in Konya and a typewriter crack. That's what is happening. So if we don't, if we don't, once we want the country to move forward, there is also a certain responsibility on us as citizens to adjust, to move from a certain mentality and mindset. But man, where the obi? Once I'm NDC, the NDC is piano, and one ne kwasrano because we NDC. It is all in church here be at NDC.
Me no
It is only this part of the country now who are a different opinion.
Outcast.
It is again only in this country and an create dependent on where you stand on a matter. To be a timid in him and country say Johnson is doing Katia and a Montu we are what to know. Ne a hunsu sono and yadia a papa. Be a drinker. Obi knew about me. Because how they are no. That's what is happening.
But that will bring us to Enra, the letter that leaked. The letter was a letter from the General Secretary of the NDC to the Speaker of Ghana's Parliament, and say, okay, letter no, the spirit behind the letter and BBR or say the national leadership. Omanti words, the choice of words, no. The national leadership of the National Democratic Congress wishes to formally bring to your notice the following changes the party has undertaken in its parliamentary leadership. We all know by now, say, Kese Latofos, the minority leader, Kofi Amaboa, a deputy, Kwame Agboja, a majority whip, Ahmed Ibrahim, a deputy whip, Comfordoyo Gansa, a second deputy whip. And that's the list. And almost I talk also can say the new leadership would be charged to recommend consequential changes in the ranking membership to headquarters of the party for approval. And this is the decision the party national leadership eteki. And when any proposal, it was a information on what they parliament through the speaker say a decision, it's to formally communicate to them. Into that has been done already. You know, there are issues. Honorable Mutala Mohammed Edi Nkomo Emma Omeki point say best practice according to him. They say they be an part in the proposal back to the caucus. Na caucus na atna so ayeden e decided say okay we yajitum and I say yenyintum because his argument they say the best people who can tell say leadership ebe wo homode and so mo homode no members of parliament themselves and yet party executive be or party head office. But man, I would refer you to the Constitution of the Republic. Article 110 standing orders of power say subject to the provisions of this constitution, Parliament may by standing orders regulate its own procedure. Parliament may by standing orders regulate its own procedure. And based on Sadia with the Parliament and so the friend standing orders to regulate or more procedure. Parliament, yes. But mind you, say any provision in the standing order no should not run contrary to any provision in the Constitution. In Obekaya, a bar Deputy Speaker Betima Tuabana so intimate Tuabano. The Supreme Court was of the view say a provision in that standing orders no contrary to the Constitution, almost striking it out if you remember. And Supreme Court was our power no. But Parliament has been given the authority, subject to the Constitution, to come up with a more standing orders from the regulatory or more way. But the question then is, say Constitution ma Parliament are to me now, can a political entity outside Parliament take decisions for Parliament? And in this case, in the case of the NPP, the National Council of the NPP decided, say, I see a change in majority and a minority front bench. Now, you inform Parliament. In the Omit Maka and National Council is here, you see ye or say Chairman Sabun Sufio, you see ye a Fenyo marking, you see ye way free. The same thing the NDC, so, or national leadership, in this case. But how would they stand against the power the constitution gives to parliament. So omoanye emra enfan regulate omo. It is also parliament standing orders. So let me read the relevant provisions in the standing orders. Now interested in you because it's a conversation so say why didn't they inform us? For example, say parliamentarians
a convention. Say be a
convention say
Charlie yenin komo I say bibi da ho by yamra say chinchinichia
yema monya we say ye be yin komo because o manam ibusasa because o hwe almost standing orders na eka wa ha say majority leader and where the interpretation section of the standing majority leader means a member of parliament designated by the party or parties.
The party na ashe ana party awodo ebe tiasem
and America say means a member of parliament designated by the party or parties holding majority of the seat in the house as their recognized leader in the house.
Okay.
In the party or parties, no, what does it mean? Is it the majority party in the house? And I said the party are a sponsor MPs no more fear hono. You understand? Because our parliament, I see our MPP for, I'm going to form a majority, MPP, party for our parliament, and a form a majority, NDC for a form a minority. And a standing order, they can say, majority leader means a member of parliament designated by the party or parties holding majority of seats in the house as their recognized leader in the house. In the Omu say, I was say MPs ninya input in who becomes their leader, no, Omu we no mujina so. Ain't it maybe, just maybe, the Supreme Court might be called upon to interpret we no I don't know.
You overstretch it. Say we know what has been the norm. Say basse Mrashibijum dom kumani woman candy for not dom keshe so you candy for.
Yes.
What has been the
no they be an external party, no, and it choose
they propose or they come to just put it down,
dump it on them.
Which one is which? We need to know.
According to Murtala Mohammed,
we need to know.
Murtala Mohammed or MP on the minority side, or no say, as far as he knows, the party would propose. No more the ababetre caucus no. Na caucus no edi home komo. So on be accept here and so on accept here. That's according to Murtala.
So let's accept this and agree on this that it is the party that has the power to effect those changes or appoint
and then America say even that point there would have to be further interpretation
because Obi party me interpretation an independent candidate or MPP for
absolutely
and fancy CPP member so those are parties that form the majority.
Absolutely that form the majority exactly. Can you then say the NPP party outside i.e. Stephen chairman in team can now then decide say appointing majority leadership.
No, but per this they need to be consulted because they form
the majority party.
The power to the majority.
That's the point. And America say what the standing order says, maybe here further interpretation. Even if this should continue, say parliamentarians can be in parliament. Now external outside party are appointing leaders.
But Mr. Mika say the befi nyansa obi echinye bi eni. We no except fata say obi di dwuma bi e wo name. Yes. Na say ogiri say bre na aso no. Say nsachira ebeba say adwuma ni ma. Obi say except in an extreme city. Dey aye omo no. As a boni kase bibia bi sida anoma ye anamon bi omo tu a say omo chance kra omo ntimi ebia because there should have been minim there clearly. Saying a convention is it here.
Now at the other side of the coin is if indeed the understanding of the parties used in the standing order and they say it was a external party in the appoint here, then MPs need the case.
Until the majority. Yes, I support what you're saying, but I'm saying that I'm okay. So many obi. Now say you be a Chiribia na good. So you can't say it here. Bam, no question. You are not looking at that scenario. You cannot be a good leader when you don't consult. And you think that
consultation is irrelative. What is consultation?
Consultation is that me and your own message.
Yes.
Yeah, na mo party na mo yimpen for na dia man. So mama is setting your first one no. Mo ka tire say. Asube sini obintin ye dey o mo ba be si buso. At least a point bi so no. moji yadwene ehwe yadwene.
But Sisiano, Parliament is on recess. The National Executive cannot call every parliamentarian and inform them.
Why do we whip them in line? Why? Whip them the way. And we go here see a share din komo. And komo here. Whip in Parliament minority. Bomodia na unuanum baby obi abutu biano. Se ba ko mienu mi se bi kura tu kwan e betim dia chomo. Ba madodo na mra. Na ye mbobo sa adwene se de be ya. Sentiase ye adwo ntiase anya adwo. Esan se party mpanyimfo no tirim po se we ni ye be kwa akoye no. Na yetimi ekoye constituency yetimi eden akochirechiri mu ye. We are all stakeholders.
And wuti asiedu nketea. Asiedu nketea kan nioma mienu. Ba ko ose. Omu take decision say ombe yi sa mpanyimfo na fi ho no. Omu ma party ni mu panyin bi elder of the party. And almost sre say honest ankofo ne nkokasa. And oni omo kokasa e. In the oni omo kasa we no omo follow up with a letter to the people involved. And na omo ye say a party ni wa recess in the
oh, because I'm okay kind of be.
Na say nyame na make. Na say educate ya say na dey ebo interview they want.
Because I know be me to watch.
Domi. And no want ya say educate interview. And on the kind na make.
Na watch be to aso. Now so I say we to aso.
Dey en Thomas.
I buy the botachi no. If we don't let us or allow us to really straighten up things, now be babe din chiremu we ba. Now few say san chiremu odi aba no. Sa na ye na ye suma elders. And you elders ye churocrat. Ade omo ya bonsanfo tu na share na. What was this? How? The highest disrespect. How did they do 20 years or so in parliament? One no grandma was here say now sabe no. Muntaka.
Also, omo the letters are come on.
Oh, now so na tell you ebiti wenchi ebiti Azerbaijan.
Omo pe elder bi money omo kokasa. E na omo the letters are
follow up. Dia make biano. Jinesi edun ketia na mu. Na ma me responses. Ebre ne beso. We are looking for a smooth Ghana, a smooth political party because the other cause when this biano. E won so no e buy ho.
Semper FM.
The other cause MPP biano. E won so no e buy ho. Yen central for no, ye no ekoka. Central for so Ghana so. That's why because let's do things orderly. Obi, and yeah, Jitum say,
it is here now. Parliament will recess. What's the national executive take? And come on, what should they do?
Speaker, say Parliament will recess. To me, I catch on. That's
all we speaker.
They are powerful within their party than the speaker. Hey, now chairman say an emergency.
On Castle, they will not meet the caucus. Also, more train 7 February caucus never. On Parliament, and they will meet them.
To an among we bet him the union party. Utu an among we bet media party in Chimuke Siaba. A government, a potential government in waiting. Also, on yin to say a hawker crano. Sin to abaho. In Jesus Orena, Odin Chemu Papa. Also, pedeng economic people at your front line.
And as I say, it doesn't make sense to you.
For only the party because you for will help the party more.
Oh, now every election, there were issues a dominating campaign.
I'll not respond.
No. David. There was on both sides. Every election.
But you gave a reason. Every one election.
Every election issues being dominating campaign. Economy never dominating campaign. Why don't you know? By elections, we all dominate the campaign. It is economy. And they, in their mind, they think that we need somebody to articulate issues on the economy. And Atofos now are discharging the duties creditably. It's the man leader. What's wrong with that?
Issue when I do want to tackle.
What's it?
Economic issue.
But he's a lawyer. Fundamental Haruna is a lawyer. Ato has PhD in finance. PhD in finance. And they believe. Where I find it interesting, let's say.
You don't have to find it.
No,
you find it worrying.
Maybe. Where I find interesting, let's say. Ato Forsen, I think, as chair of the finance committee, has done the job now. See, doing Ketia, even without being minority leader. Ain't really only he also be a minority leader and son with me. I said you can have a minority leader and say because the economy be dominating issues, let's put Ato Forsen out there and give him more opportunity. And then they agree.
No, what's going to this? No, I don't agree. How can you decide for them that or your finance chairman
finance committee ranking member?
So why are you saying that they don't have a right to change him? Is that what you also want to say? That's what I mean. That's the bottom line. there should be an admission that a choir ye far so ye sa anymore for no.
Yes.
The can party no ho kwan. Enti na etimi catch across say ade nyina ye ho kwan. Ensunya ni nyina ale say bibia so de yesese wo ye. You consider all acts. Ansa na wotu na wenya na mo bi keke na wotu. You are changing the leadership of your party in parliament. It's not just any exercise. Now, constitutional chairman come from friends may you with my palm of program. Wouldn't go visit anybody.
No minority leader.
You know.
But the issue of regional, one critical consideration was the issue of regional balance, and man, you cannot run away from that.
Since when? Let me make
the
regional balance be issue.
The Speaker of Parliament, every NDC's talk, he's from the north. The presumptive leader of the party, John Mahama, is from the north.
There's an adjective they are qualifying presumptive.
That's what they mean. Inti on also free north. The minority leader also free north.
Yeah.
I mean.
What is it? I mean, there's own.
But that is one of their reasons. And also, so they have to balance.
So since when? Since when?
And the fact that no year status quo just and
I'm saying since when? No who said
now? Since now.
Yeah, I mean, comments so now and sometimes you see.
No, did you support MPs? Neka say, I see you don't withdraw letter.
Baby, I mean, I don't even believe in withdrawal. I believe that processes have not been followed well, and they've not given the needed attention and respect to people who have hold the fort. When they can say conform in crown, so try a reform one. Now soon enough you are. Only one satisfy a reform and can come for power better. Come on, no. It is with all your expertise in confusion. Who by over to wine. Over to wine. So you cannot leave out the so-called conformity.
Yeah.
I think that you said when you compare, but now if we say at 2-4 in or more can guy who did a year terms a Pentecost a Ahmed Ibrahim. Kika and Sama Kessia fa ufuso performance. And you want so no can be.
And on the other side,
because I was on the maintaining. Why? And you want did deal for so
for Ahmed Ibrahim when did you for
did not Sama Kessia Kikatono so. Hey. And no one say he's been maintained. So people should also think on that line that people who refuse. Or no, say all the MPs in Parliament say, how in a dish bar, but say no. As leaders,
they take decision.
Now, Mr. Benka say all this went into say Obitisa Ahmed Band. They are maintaining that.
Oh, but it's possible. A possibility. Now, it is public knowledge, and party for no know say some of the minority leaders did not support us here doing
I mean that's interest.
That's public knowledge. But that's politics. Interest
so we are 7 inches. I mean for we come and my sub next issue.
Now who we are better in chain.
Yeah. Mami va we twam quickly.
Twam na mudi nkomo na de na bowura me kan.
Na bowura na.
Nkomo no bowura me kan.
Wanna pam water de no.
Makwa be
Razak clothing. Razak or whatever.
Oh, pillar 2 uhiana me.
Domi pillar 2.
Domi pillar 2 on pam water de. That don't turn where you.
Oh, correct.
Oh, okay.
Me anga me so no me wo any for fashion. Oh, we mean Yawasa, Muslim show name.
It's you. When you say a national organizer, backup 20 minutes for an attempt is not called.
Oh, backup,
Mammy, now only on flu, nothing, just 2 pay. The Dika Maminda Alpha Lutasi. Oh, say a Dominic made him mouth for Thomas era silence.
Yes.
Or became Mr. Ghana crash or dear call work up on the ground.
And
I feel was the Tibiano so sign papa. And they Alpha Lutu. To the best of my knowledge, Matisse Omako Che and Omako donated 50,000 Ghana cedi.
Hey, wow, that's good.
At the Ama era Silas and then the same Alpha Lutu, a pastor is it by Roman for the Pastor Campbell another day. So
Father Campbell,
yeah. Lepers Aid Committee.
Sure.
And so I come on 20,000.
Oh, okay, that's nice.
Ghana cedi.
Nice.
Inti
nice.
Maybe chief executive Alpha Lutu will be ano. And Chanafi na me minda anopa no ngotwe. Ye nyina ye ko sajimasi. Ye ko tai Ira Santa Baron.
Oh, Santa Baron. Yeah.
The doctor Kwame. Yakotai ne chi.
Ne ma
meni ni apeni. Yakotai omachi say 1 week after nhyiamu no. Yabekọ akoso ne chi kama. Na onyame nso adom no a very difficult moment.
Sure.
O maame enu nua pen, o maame ba pen ni wa o nua pen. Na radio to nsa from na 1 week in here this very can say Saturday or Sejimasi.
Yes, Sejimasi. Sure.
Branch.
That's Eastern region, right?
Not just
in a related development, Unim said one of the most prominent old student of St. John's School, Henry Harden. Unim Henry Harden.
Ano so ne wan?
Oh, Unim Papani.
Oh,
Osophagus.
Oh, and what's happening?
Yeah, and I think funeral invitation.
Osophagus funeral invitation.
Where Dickness Mrs. Agatha Harden,
The wife,
aka Abena Nyanta. Dickness, Mrs. Dickness, I suspect say Oko Pentecost.
Oh,
now be almost okay. I think Apostolic Church.
Oh,
Ain't Dickness Mrs. Agatha Harden, OD 58 years. Very, very sad. Ain't 18th February 2023, and Omode Dano na funeral service near the same day. Ewo Kokroko Lorry Park. Ewo Malam. Na private family burial because so funeral rites will be at the same venue Kokroko Lorry Park ewo Malam ni 18th February na Thanksgiving service na koso Apostolic Church Ghana McCarthy Hills Central Assembly ewo McCarthy Hills and 19th February enti yenua Patenton Papa Few baby na friend Osophagus ne better health and a
Mamicha Almighty Frida Prempe.
Frida Prempe, MP.
Mamin kai na nado so. So we reshuffling na. On kai Frida Prempe ne offer.
Frida Prempe wa ba ni mu ana.
Na mo dey Minister of State na mo ko yibi.
Aden.
E dey ho Minister of one state. Oko hunche nkonya keke na to as Minister of State in charge.
Frida Prempe.
Please my man call. Mr. Do not say they don't go there. I'm talking about half a region. Minister of State, they don't know Minister of State. Please, make half a region. Don't talk about the Minister of State. Indeed. Go and do a Minister of State. The Minister of State.
The presidency.
Or be a free baby, a super Minister of State in charge of tea. Please don't go there. What the Minister of State saying?
The Minister of State is just any papa.
Minister of State. In the next administration, Biano will advocate for them to scrap all those. So corner square for dance square.
Initially, not or a Minister of State, works and housing. And I say a president, you need the presidency.
Please go and check a responsibility of a Minister of State in charge of Asumesi. Yeah, Kobon Sani, you now call. Yeah, Koyesi, you now Minister of State in charge of them. Make have we consider Frida Prempe of Yabroni. Consider we have equal.
Let's say Yabroni or venture capital. And our fee. Yabroni no fee.
Only
venture capital.
Let me more. So what bet him? What about selling perfumes at there? At least 5 minutes.
Na sisi ano nana akwaba. Ete say bibi aboko.
I'll say bunsu.
Now so then there to 2 years ama wabai.
Oh, that be oh wa unu na mo na ben ha.
Yeah.
Because adwuma de we timi de domo a.
Yes.
E chinisa enti na ben ha. Mite onka amite menu ana oman na nkasa nso me hu na che.
Okay.
Ti no se me bora
baba
so aja adwuma ye nso ye kasa
94.7
oze e bejina we fidie na ze ye timechia adofo na
Ihiapa
enti
but head office boko
nyame adaroma ene esi akra na me free hoba me twam he na chairman general secretary hu ye national party secretary sin ya no omoye ene
ma hit ground running dada.
Oh yes, says ya no baby edu no akwakoye onze na no me no odi nkomo me kan say ewi election no.
Yes.
Ade a ohwemu a MPP ni NDC nyina no akwakoye part of your internal restructure